shock attack. You see, I'm dealing like a shock attack. You need funny, what you mean? What you mean, Batty boy? What you mean, Batty boy? What you mean, what you mean, Batty boy? What you mean, Batty boy? What you mean, what you mean for me now? What you see me now, you know you wanna say you want war. You see, you will see, when you come in, let's have war. Let's get it. You don't know me like that, you know. And what you mean, me gonna ask cock here for me now. War. Me gonna get your ass, you know, for me now. War. We gonna have war. Let's get it. Mambo crowd fool. What you mean? 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 Batty boy, what you mean? 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 Batty boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the host does the most. You know, Colie Baltimoreking, and this is Culthouse. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, another special evening for y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest here. We got the lovely, the most beautiful charm representing. Baby girl, tell me what you represent.
Melanin Muse Essentials.
Melanin Muse Essentials. Yes. And we got the co-host of the moment, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know the code assassin always here, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
The code assassin.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's cool. I like that.
So yeah, how are you feeling today?
How am I feeling today?
Well, I was talking to a little bit. But since you wait. How you feeling today?
I didn't know who you was talking to. You looking at both directions.
You got the shades.
You got the glass on, right?
Well,
But I figured it was for me.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So,
I'll
you want to feel like a lovely lady today. So, lady, how you feel?
You know what?
Let me just answer that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it. It's okay. So, I'm doing great. Thank y'all for having me.
All right. All right.
I'm feeling pretty good. Got some new things going. I've been working, doing a lot of work, so I feel great today.
Awesome.
Yes.
Great. Okay. Lovely lady number 2. How are you feeling?
Screw you and that hat, okay? Yankees gang. Anyway, first of all, to our adoring fans that know better, I'm not going to entertain what he just said, but as far as everything else, I'm doing great. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Awesome,
you know what I mean?
awesome.
I'm alive. I'm glad to be here. You know, regardless of, I still got my health, so that's all that matters.
All things considered.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna talk about that though. We're not gonna talk.
All the doing fans, he joked that shit. Okay. So.
How are you doing today? How are you feeling?
I'm also feeling lovely.
Good.
Always in a higher place, you know. The more crazy and obnoxious and idiocracy that goes on here, it keeps my day more going because I had something to laugh about at least.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Feeling good with your Jay-Z shades? Is
Yes.
that how you feeling?
Yes.
Right.
Because you can't stop the hustler.
Gotta have the shades on. That's the signature. That's part of the signature look.
Yes, you know, come on now. You know, it can't be Colie Baltimore at the Colie shades.
Right. Now you need some a brand, sunglass brand at this point.
Yes, I do.
Colie shades.
Colie shades.
There we go.
There we go. So, I mean, let's get down to the biz of the busy and is. We got here today.
Oh, okay, so
can you
today-
tell us-
All right. Okay. So first of all, Melanin Muse Essentials is a holistic beauty and wellness brand. Okay. So it started off in 2016, which it started off as a boutique, a clothing boutique,
Okay.
right? A fashion boutique.
All right.
Over the years, I found a way to merge my spirituality with the business. So now it's wellness, and I started making products at home. This was really inspired based off what I really like to do, but being a stay-at-home mom, so I needed something to do, right? I needed income. So I'm like, okay, did my research. I started whipping things up in the kitchen, making my own products, holistically, organically.
Because you want to take it thicker to the wrist.
Exactly. I be whipping it, okay? But so what I started off doing was self-care products. So those are like bath salts, bath teas, candles, and things like that. So now I'm merging into skincare and hair care, right? So what I have here is this is part of the skincare line, which is Muse Skincare. So we have I don't know if I should pick it up or what, but we have a cleanser, which is called Obsidian Rinse. I'm gonna go back all over it, but I'm just gonna say what we have.
Ooh.
So we have a cleanser. Obsidian Rinse. Well, let me just go in there. Just be excited. I'm excited. So this is called Obsidian Rinse.
I'll get it.
And this is a cleanser. It's good for drawing out toxins. It unclogs your pores and unclogs your pores, and it's good for balancing oil and sebum in your skin. So what I really love about it is that it doesn't strip your skin. So a lot of times when you keep using certain cleansers, after a while it'll strip your skin.
Right.
So none of these products is going to do that. All of these products are clarifying and balancing, and they're charcoal based. Okay. So this is the cleanser, and you could use it. I would use it maybe like every other day, or depending on your skin type. So once a day or every other day, so that it doesn't strip your skin, okay, from moisture. Then we have this Obsidian Glow Mask. I'm gonna open it so you can see. It's a little dark in here.
Okay.
Gotta take the shades off. I still don't see it.
No, I've seen it.
Okay. So this is the mask. A lot of people were requesting masks, so I was like, okay, I gotta add a mask to the brand. You leave this on for 15 to 20 minutes, and you wash it off with warm water. And this is also good for drawing out impurities. It refines your pores, it balances your complexion, and this has lime essential oil. It's lime essential oil infused. Okay, and lime is good for brightening effects. So it's also antibacterial, it's antiseptic, it reduces risk of skin infections or breakouts, and it's natural and citric acid. So it's going to aid in exfoliation. So that's why the mask is really good. And then we have the toner. So after the mask, you're going to follow up with the toner. This is called the Aqua Flora Toner. Aqua Flora. It's made with rosebuds, so I steep the rosebuds for like 20-30 minutes. Okay. And then I use the water from that. Distilled water. Everything, like I said, is natural. It also has lavender essential oils in there, and it's good for calming, soothing, and refreshing, and it's good for all skin types. The last thing we had, which I've been made, but I decided it was going to be good to add it to the skincare collection because it's a hydrating cream and it's all purpose. So hair, skin, nails, you name it, right? And I'll take it off so you can see it as well.
Okay, nice.
We also can do like a texture test.
Okay.
So the hydrating cream is made with mango butter. Is good for deep hydration and it has anti-aging properties. So it's going to reduce any fine lines or wrinkles or anything like that. It's good for soothing and healing. And what I really love about it, especially like all the products that I make, they are non-comedogenic, which means that they're going to moisturize your skin without clogging your skin. Okay. So that's the whole point, is to detox your skin. So we don't want to put products into your skin that's going to clog it.
Right.
So yeah, so you can either buy the products separately, or I put a nice little kit together. You could buy them as a kit because really you can use them all. You want to use your cleanser first, then you want to follow up with the mask. You want to do a toner, and then you want to lock it in with moisture. So they all going to be needed based off of what you're looking for, like what type of skincare routine you're looking for. So I put a box together. Well, this is a kit.
Nice.
So it's gonna come when you open it. Well, first of all, it says cleanse, manifest, and rise because that's our brand, right? Well, cleanse, manifest, and rise.
You know.
It is. So when you first open it, as a thank you card, because I feel like everybody who shops with us, you are part of the Soul Tribe. You're not just a buyer
Right.
or a consumer. You actually were led to us, so you're a part of my soul family.
Right.
So I make sure I thank you. I make sure I give you. I like bless the products, right? We have a business card here. So yeah, we have one up here, and then we're gonna have another one that's inside the box. And then in the box, we just have like some green rose petals, kind of like sticking to the brand colors and things like that. And all of these things will go packed in here, right? So, yeah, that's
very creative.
Thank you. I love what I do. It's my passion. So that's what I'm.
Give a nice little. Hey,
Yeah.
Come on. Careful, you guys got the ice. You want the ice?
No, nobody here. So I do have a question though.
Okay.
Okay, so my question is right. So, what exactly inspired you to get into like saying like I want to do cosmetics? I want to like help people clear their skin, or better their skin.
For me, it's deeper than skin. It's really about my brand. Like my brand is based off of holistic wellness. The beauty part just came like over the last year since I finished aesthetic school. Now I'm a licensed esthetician. Now I'm going for my cosmetology. That's something that I newly added. So the brand itself started as a strictly holistic wellness. Okay. And what inspired me is just feeling like giving an alternative to what is already out there. A lot of people don't know like holistic, natural ways to heal, to love on yourself, to treat yourself. So that's what my brand offers, just like an alternative. You know, you can use those products or you can do those things, but you also can do this right here, and it's more natural.
Right. And we need more natural stuff because everything now is just like super fabricated or like not authentic.
And not only that, stuff for our people, right? Like our colored people. So my brand the name says itself. I service all of humanity. Don't get it twisted, but
it's not too many of us that got a lot of black owned.
Exactly. Especially when it comes to skincare, wellness, hair care, stuff like that. Like, yeah. So that's what pretty much inspired it. Just to bring something new or different to the industry, the wellness industry.
Okay, and you cannot go wrong with that effort. Like that is dope for real. That is like you found something that you were very passionate about.
Right.
You took it was like I want to help my people.
Yeah.
Or like help people in general, but mainly my people.
Right. Because like I said, it started off as a clothing boutique, so it was more so about like just really what I wanted to do, what I was interested in.
Right.
Which is cool, but for me, after a while, I was searching for like a bigger purpose. So I was like, okay, fashion is fine. Like I can always do that, but how am I going to help my people? Like how am I going to really make a real difference? So the more I like came into myself as an individual, the more I realized what my purpose was, like what I needed to be doing. So I was like, okay, I just started being obedient. That's all.
Making an impact, and I dig that for real. Like, Colie, you got anything you wanna say on that? Huh?
Can you ask my bro? I set the construct.
Hey, I'm just saying we a team. I'm just saying we a team. It ain't one without the other. So I'm tagging you in right now.
Get out of this. Tag them in.
You want to speak music? Right.
Listen.
I mean. You already asked the goddamn question I was going to ask. Like when I,
but you
what inspired me? That's what you asked.
Yeah. So I mean, where do you see this brand going from here? Because I mean, obviously, you have something, and it's natural. It's good. You crafted it.
So
made it with love.
Right.
So, like what's next? Like. What's expand? Like I know you're thinking about expansion because
Yes, definitely. So, well, we going international. We going international. We're gonna keep merging. Everything that I do, I'm bringing it into my business. So, whatever I do, we gonna make it. We gonna make it a part of my brand. So,
Okay.
I started off in my career as a certified nursing assistant.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Right.
merging the wellness, I'm already have like that background in wellness in a way. So then I'm like, okay, I'm into beauty now. So I'm a cosmetology student, right? So eventually I'm gonna have the salon, and then the next thing I'm getting into is traveling. So at some point I'll be just like that's why I say I'm going international because we're gonna be having wellness retreats, different trips and things like that, and uh I'm looking for my products to be in stores. That's really what I want. That's my intention. That's my intent.
Yeah.
So like big brand stores, my hair care products, um, self love products, skincare products. I want all my brands in stores, and I also want I want the salons, but I want to be spaced out. So I want to be like enterprise.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
You
And-
she a real tycoon.
And you
That's-
gotta respect someone who is a jack
That's
of
a
all
business
trades,
tycoon,
ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen. Like,
That is a business tycoon right here. Like,
Yeah.
y'all play if y'all ever play those little games like little Sims games, business tycoon, you could tell. Oh, she done had some practice in. Like,
Yeah.
she's better than Al Iverson. Don't come her talk about practice. I was born like this.
Yeah, like I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love being an entrepreneur. Like I can work a 9 to 5, I can punch a clock, but I'm always gonna be working on my dreams on the side. Like I'm always gonna be building a dream, and I've always been like that. So
and I can respect that.
just
Very much respect.
whatever I'm interested in, we gonna find a way to make it something.
And on top of that, you have a strong like fan base or like a supportive community that is behind you.
Yes, I
So-
know. That took a while. That took a while to come.
Right.
But
And you know what it is? It's all about the grind and the journey.
I believe
Like
that.
you know, like a lot of people expected stuff to be handed to them overnight. But it's like when you put that blood, sweat,
Right.
tears in there and really grind for it, and
They
like,
hit different
and that's what
Bang,
people really
bang,
like,
bang.
really gonna come through and
and take
support
you
you
more seriously, right?
because
Yeah.
they see that you worked hard for it and
Right.
actually put in the work.
Yeah. Oh, when I first started, like people thought I was crazy. Ain't nobody believed me or nothing I had going on. Like even family. So after a while, like the more I just work, keep my head down and work, or do what I got to do, like it's like proving yourself. But even though I'm not trying to, like people still watching, so they
Right.
still see. Oh, okay, like this is for real. Yeah, I'm serious. And then I mean, let me see. I said in 2016 I had started out, so nobody really believed in what I was doing. Like I'm the only really one in my family or to like start business.
Right.
So I didn't know where to get any information from or anything like that. For me, it was a lot of like experience, learning through experience, trial and error. That's pretty much it.
And sometimes we gotta break those generational gaps. Sometimes,
Right.
like you know,
Exactly.
especially when you're the first to do it, like
That's a lot of pressure.
that's the big deal. It
That's
is.
a lot of
It
pressure.
is. And the thing is, I feel like we all started out somewhere where people really just ain't believing what we do. I know
Mm.
Colie done went through it. I didn't went through it. Like
You know what? I think it's a part of like the initiate. I think it's a part of the journey. Like for people to go through seasons where like don't nobody believe in what you got going on. No one is like paying you any attention.
Yeah.
I think that's just a part of it. So I had to learn that because at first I'm like, forget them, especially when it came to family because I'm like, y'all see what I'm doing. Like
Right.
you supporting, you sharing other people's stuff and you supporting other people, but like I'm right here. I'm in the bloodline with it, but
Right.
you ignoring me. Like why you ignoring me?
Yes.
So yeah, so I felt some type of way, but after a while, like I said, just keep working. I just kept working, and
Right.
the further along I get, the more I realize what I need to do or what I need to do next, or like okay, like after I finished aesthetic school and I got certified or licensed in that, it was still kind of wasn't enough, right? So like once I graduated, I was like, what next? Like, you know, what now? What aesthetic school is for skincare and stuff, by the way, like skincare and makeup.
Right.
So I had started doing hair on the side, but I never did hair, but I always could do hair.
Right.
But I just felt like I didn't really have no choice. I needed it, you know.
That extra
Right.
hustle to
Exactly. I was like, so once I started doing hair, I'm like, oh, I gotta go get my license for this. And it just all clicked. I was like, okay, I gotta merge the wellness with the beauty. I gotta find a way to bring it in.
Right.
And then ever since then, like the whole year, I built my portfolio. Like this year, I built my portfolio doing hair. I started off in like January, and then like it just took off. So now now I do hair, but I wasn't ever expected to do hair.
Okay.
So
Which,
you
by
just
the way,
never know.
folks,
Yes.
but see, you know what, with that, like, by you saying that though, it's a lot of people that started out doing something that they probably thought they would never be doing,
Yes.
and then they grasp into something that is just attractive what they already know how to do,
Yeah.
and then build off of that.
And I think that's a part of that goes into what I was saying. Like, I just been obedient because sometimes you don't know where one thing will lead. So even though I felt like I never, because I would have just went to cosmetology school first and started going to aesthetic school. I would have known I wanted to do hair, but I didn't know that. But by me just being obedient and following, you know, the steps that I feel like God has just like been laying out, that's what's leading me to everything else. Is opening other doors. If I would have just been like, no, I'm gonna just stick right here. I only want to do this. I would have never made it this far.
Right.
So even though, like I said, the business literally started off LLC as a fashion boutique. I never in a million years thought that I would be doing beauty, doing wellness, any of that. I still love fashion, but I'm gonna add that in at the end. Right now, we got other work to do. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah.
That is beautiful right there. Like, just a jack of all trades. Like, I gotta say that again, ladies. A jack of all trades. Like, when you are multi talented in different areas, like, that open up different avenues for you, because you're not one dimensional. Like, you're not like a one trick pony. Like, you're not just good at one thing, but you have multiple things that you're good at. That's really helping people. Like,
yeah.
Because it's a lot of females out there that need their hair done. I ain't gonna lie, you know. Like, I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I wanted to go into because
Yeah, never lying.
That goes into the question that you asked me though, like what made me want to do like help people with the skincare and hair.
Right.
Honestly, it's really not even about that. That's why my business is Cleanse, Manifest, Rise, because by me merging beauty with the wellness, it's the wellness first. I want y'all to understand that we got to treat ourselves within, and then it's going to show without. So that's why I got into the beauty, because I'm like, I can get you done up. I can make you look good, but I'm going to treat you right over here too. We're going to go within. Like, it's not just going to be this one dimensional. We got to go deeper.
You're going to treat
exactly.
You're going to treat the spirit, the mental, and physical at the same time.
Exactly. And it's going to reflect out. So, okay, let me talk about the Cleanse, Manifest, and Rise, right? So it's basically like 3 branches of the business. So the Cleanse branch is where I make the products and things like that.
Right.
The Manifest branch is where I have the spa, the boutique, the beauty. That's why I do the beauty. So I manifest. I bring the things to life. I do your makeup. I do your hair. I give you a facial. Whatever. You know. And then the Rise part, that's why I mentor. I give back. Ebooks. I'm working on that part being a nonprofit organization. Okay. So. And that's how I'm bringing it all together. So it's Melanin Muse, and it got all these different things, 3 branches, and just merging it all together, literally. So I found a way to make a space for everything that I do.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So,
yeah.
Okay. So piggyback off of that, so I did run across one of your YouTube channels. I mean, so what more do you do besides just creating products? So
okay.
Let's get into that.
So what do you mean, like?
I found out that that you're a very, very spiritual.
Yes, I am. I mean,
spiritual woman.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how my business is birthed, based off of my spirituality. So, what else I do? I also have a podcast. What do you mean? What else I do? Like,
I mean, come on now. Like, tell us about the podcast.
oh, okay. So
Your
yes.
podcast you have, now you bring it up.
Okay, so I have a YouTube channel as well. It's Muse Network, where I post like whatever videos I do of like my services on there. I also newly have a podcast which is called Wounded Healers Podcast. So far that podcast has just been me, like just entries, downloads that I feel like I need to get out to the collective. But eventually I want to interview people as well. But I want to interview spiritual individuals, people who have a story, who has been on a journey and understand where they've been and who they are and where they're going, because they're wounded healers. Mm-hmm. So I wanna interview people who can like pretty much tell others how to get through some stuff, like how to get to the next step, or they can explain how they did it. That's the podcast. I'm into natal charts, so I can read your life path. I can tell you what your life path is, your life path number. I do personal reading. I don't do personal readings anymore, but I can read you. You know, that's just all me. Like I'm just me. I'm just a spiritual person. Like I'm just a creative. I call myself a creative.
Daughter of Gaia.
And yes, a creative daughter of Gaia. Yeah.
And you know what's beautiful about that for real is like a lot of people don't understand like I'm big on energy and vibes. So like I'm a real big energy person. So if your vibe not aligning or your energy ain't meshing with mine, it's like I gotta just remove myself because
can't do
it. We gotta co-align for real. Like it gotta be on the same path, like pathway. If that makes sense,
it makes a lot of sense. I had to learn that a lot through I guess I'll call it my spiritual journey, but through life, like having to have boundaries and stick to those boundaries, or just, I don't know, like not to feel bad about what it is that I want, how I show up, and how I expect somebody to show up for me.
Right.
Because you want to be in my space and my energy. I ain't asked you to be here, so you need to come correct.
Right.
Because I'm gonna come correct. So that's just how I feel. Like, yeah, I had to learn that though. It was really hard to like have a wall up, because sometimes people get a misconception about spirituality, and it's like, well, you say you're spiritual, so you supposed to let anything go.
Right.
No, I'm spiritual, so it's actually the opposite. Nothing goes.
Right.
Nothing goes.
You may be blessed that I'm letting things go.
Exactly. Like I don't move unless spirit say move. When spirit move, I move. And like I'm very in tune. So that also is what helps protect me, and like it weeds out a lot of different things, but at the same time it also attracts a lot of different things to you as well. So you just gotta
good or bad.
Good or bad. Literally. So for me it's really been trial and error. It's just been trial and error. Like just the more I go along, the more I learn, the more I apply the lessons, the more I utilize whatever tools that I gained along the way, and the more further along I make it, the more happy I am, the more successful I am. You know, it's just I keep cleansing so that I can manifest and rise. That's what it is.
And just imagine if they would have had cleansing for over 400 years ago.
But you know, they totally have. But cleansing is literally just like purifying. It's like a reset.
But they try to hide that from our ancestors.
Exactly.
They ain't want them to be pure for real. So they
Or what our ancestors did know, they don't. You know, it's like if we passing it down now in our generation, it's all these taboo things attached to it. Or it's this, it's that, it's witchcraft, it's wrong, it's bad, it's all that. Mm-hmm. What?
Because knowledge is power for real.
Right.
So
Exactly.
now I'm into the rabbit hole.
Okay, we're in the rabbit hole.
How do you feel about what's going on, like the Mississippi? In Mississippi, you know, the whole plantation burning down, but the animal dog got moved, and it was on this whole tour, the whole boat in New York. Come on.
After that, all that stuff happening after the dog was moved.
All this stuff.
It's a lot of wicked shit going on.
It's
a lot of wicked shit, and I feel like as we get older, because it's like it's stuff they try to hide, like how they trying to take most of the history out of certain schools. Like you trying to keep these young these YNs or whatever, or these YBs. You know,
I never heard of
you
YB.
trying to
I'm still trying. I'm still trying to understand YTs.
you trying to keep them
There's a YT.
young tenderonis.
Or is it young whites?
You trying
I thought it was that. I thought it was like
Like young whites?
young YWs?
It's that's really real.
Or young trans? Or young
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's a real thing too. Yeah,
So I'm a YT.
Huh?
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 Never mind.
but
You're young white?
Exactly.
but mainly for the younger
I
generation.
know. You got some backward bleach going on.
But mainly for the younger generation, there's a lot of truth being hidden for real. Like where I feel like they try to do that with us when we was younger, and it was like we didn't start paying attention until we start becoming an adult. Like like stuff with the pledge, like stuff with the Pledge of Allegiance. It's stuff in there that just ain't make sense. It's like
look, you keep going because there's things you can say I can't.
Right? Like it's like, you know, and so I feel like they try to like hinder us from knowing our history until we started really doing more of the research on our own, or like reading books, like looking up the information, to where it's like we got too smarter, to where it's like, oh, now that we smarter and we know better, you can't trick us no more.
Time is changing.
You
Like
can't fool us.
What are we in? Like they say, we age of Aquarius. We're only going to get smarter. Like we're only going to get more awakened. And then it's like everybody waking up on their own time, on different. You know? So like how I might have had my awakening 10 years ago, is people waking up now.
Right.
And it all matters because I already did my work, and you got people that's doing their work now, and we just got to find a way to come together and make it make sense.
I know one way.
Like these babies,
You know,
like these babies coming up now. Like we didn't have all that stuff when we was coming up. Now
we got to hit the button on the
they got whole tablets and stuff, homeschooling they
go.
go.
Right.
So by the time they get to school, they know mostly everything there is to know. They done learn their ABCs.
That's pretty much how I did with my kid. Like
my nephew's 6 now, about to go into 1st grade. He's smart as a whip.
Yeah, right. you gotta teach him at home.
Autistic, and he taught himself how to read just by watching YouTube videos and learning like different symbols, or like what's this brand on, like, oh, that's Pepsi, that's so once he learned that, it's like
it's over.
He knows.
But you did it though, right? Or
I was
himself.
Okay.
You got to monitor that.
Yeah.
Not just himself. You did that.
Sometimes he'd pull up the video himself. That's how smart he would. Like he'd pull it up using a tablet, just going to the video, and I'm like, bro, where you?
Like
autistic children are geniuses.
I say autistic or not, but what would they? The stigma on them, I just think they smarter than us. They on a different frequency that we don't understand. They're tapped in. Like
they making all the bread now.
They
like
tapped in on a different level. They get on technology. Their IQ be somewhere else. Autistic gotta mean something else. It don't mean what we think it means.
Right, like. That's on.
Think outside the box.
Right.
We're far beyond outside the universe.
Yeah, I just think autistic people or children just be tapped into something that we are not tapped in, so we don't really understand them. It's not they don't understand. I think they understand a little too much into everything, and I think that's why they be a little overstimulated or something.
And then it got so good to the point, like, because people used to try to make fun of my nephew for real, because early on when he was born and coming up, he wouldn't say too much for real. So he used to like point if he wanted something.
Right.
And they used to try to make fun, like, oh, he can't talk, like, why he can't talk. Then as he started talking, it's like, what can you say now? Like, it took him time. He had to learn on his own, like, grow, like.
And that everybody is different.
Everybody learn at their own pace.
Right.
So when he started talking, it's like you can't tell him nothing now. Like he gonna tell you, he crack slick and tell you about yourself now. Like somebody telling you to stop cussing. Like it's
exactly right. But no, these kids are smart, and like how, well, some parents they'll send their kids just off and just expect the teacher to raise that kids and teach them everything they're supposed to know. Like, you gotta start. It starts at home.
Right.
You gotta start teaching them at home. Like, what the hell?
Right.
I'm not.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Like, kids are getting into school and just learning the ABCs and stuff. Like, why?
And it's
Exactly.
that because it's like most parents that really ain't doing much for their
knew
kids.
my
I
ABCs
feel
before I
like
even came in kindergarten.
Mhm.
I knew my ABCs before I even started kindergarten.
Right.
I feel like
wait, no.
Way before pre-K.
I feel like when most parents, when they have these kids, like majority of them, you so stuck in your ways of thinking like you still want to be out in the streets and not be a parent that you think you friends with your child. Your child is just
That's where the problem starts.
Yeah.
That's where the problem starts.
Especially for like, I feel like for the YNs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to chase behind the boy and still
But guess what?
drop them off and
Yep.
like.
Yep.
See, that stems from us. We the reason, we the reason why we bring the YNs in. You know what I'm saying? Because those parents, I'm not sorry. I have no filter, no shame. Look, y'all want to come at me, bro. But, but we didn't do the proper job as parents, because most of us most of us decided to lay our willies everywhere and have these rando kids from these rando females.
That's true.
And now we got YNs.
But I feel like
But now
even
all
if it's random, I just think like, where's the effort? I don't think no effort is going into parenting these days.
Because
there's no effort.
No, it's not. It's just like
because it started with baby once again.
Mhm.
They never really truly broken the generational curse, because
right
the generational curse is babies still having
babies.
Granted, me, I didn't have my first kid until I was 23, so I broke mine. But that doesn't help.
But I feel like even if you're a little
We
bit
all-
older, it's the mentality. You can have a baby mentality, like a young mentality. You could be older, but it's the mentality.
Right.
the maturity that come with it, like you,
Exactly.
Yes.
and it's like you got
That's
to
what I'm
come
getting at, like,
you got to come to a point when you a parent. It's like you gotta this little being that came out of you or whatever did not ask to be here.
right.
So you got to look at it like, nah, I got to do better for me and my child, and like
Exactly.
Yeah.
because it's not just about me no more. It's
Do you
about
want to
them.
still want to still be going out here partying, having a great time, running
Yes,
the streets,
a lot of people, and that's the problem.
or do you want
That's the
to be a
problem.
better example? Go out here, grind, get a 9 to 5, grind,
No.
his ass just to get a higher level.
Right.
You feel me? No, they don't want that true
No, I don't.
that true hustle and bustle. You feel me? That true getting your hands
And
dirty.
they're not willing to really make any sacrifices for the
Exactly.
generation
'Cause that's the
underneath them.
sacrifice.
It is, but it's like they feel like it's taking something for them. Like
Right.
all my sacrifice, what I do for my kids, I don't look at it. It don't take nothing from me because I'm not gonna be here forever. I gotta leave something for y'all. Y'all gotta pick up where I leave off because nothing was left for me. So why would I just keep that cycle going?
Exactly.
If I don't do it for my kids, who gonna do it? Like it ain't gonna be the people who came before me. It ain't gonna be none of my family. It ain't gonna be no friend. It's not like it has to be me. Like
It has to be.
leaving a
It
legacy.
it starts with me, right? Exactly. So it's like I mean, this is where I thrive at. I thrive at like being able to do some stuff and being able to like think about it for my kids. Like, okay, I'm gonna leave this for them. Like, well, I'm doing this for my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Like you basically leaving a legacy that they can be proud of, or like a
Right.
foundation later on, where it's like my mom was a powerful woman. She did this, she
Right.
did that. Like
right. And
she
they
followed
see
her
it in
dream
action.
and following the same footsteps.
Right.
Mama was a prime example. Mama was a farmer. You feel me?
Mm.
Life is your field.
Mm.
You're planting seeds. You're planting knowledge and ways to go about, so that way when that field grows,
Mm-hmm.
our legacy is going to grow, because they got to feed off of that field,
And they need to know what to do with it.
and that field got to constantly keep prospering. You feel me? Got to keep growing. So how is it going to keep growing?
Right.
You gotta keep watering. You gotta keep feeding that field. That field is our children.
Right, and then you gotta instill certain things in them early on. Like I'm not wasting no. I have a 1 in a 4.
Early.
I don't waste no time instilling certain things in them. Like what we waiting on here? Like what we waiting? Because tomorrow not promised, and they smart already, so they understand.
And people, stop hiding truth from the kids.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
Stop hiding truth. Be as real. Be as real. Like, I don't care if it's way out the lane, diabolical, whatever. However I want to say it, no.
Got to.
Be straight, real to the kids day one. So that way, and just keep repeating yourself. Repeat till they grown to the age where as though, okay, dad been saying this, mama's been saying this.
Right. Subconsciously,
But
it's
eons,
them.
for the day one since I've been born. Oh, so when they get out here into this real world, but
They know what to do.
I know this.
They got the tools.
You know
They
what I'm
equipped, better equipped. A lot of people are not.
Right.
And that what you're saying is true, because I think that ties into the generational curses and why a lot of us are not able to break them, because a lot of our parents they're not transparent with us about what they've been through. Like even for myself, a lot of the things my mom or my parents been through, I don't know. So it's a gap there.
Right.
Like but I know enough to know, or I've seen enough to know. Okay. I ain't gonna do that though. Like, you know, but it's still certain things I really don't know. And I think that applies to a lot of us in the black community.
Cause I can tell you right now, I want to tell you how long it took my parents to know that I knew about weed. Until I was 18. And I knew about weed since I was 3 years old.
Huh?
Yeah, I knew the smell. I know what it looked like. Yeah. I knew every time they put me up in that room and I smelled that smell. Oh,
They smoke.
they smoke. And when they did smoking, because it's different when they drink. This how I brought up. You know what I'm saying? I knew they was drunk. I knew they was out of their fucking mind. One, they drinking. Oh, it's arguing. You feel me? They're playing spades. Oh, I need my 40. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, they just drunk. Oh.
Okay.
So now, you know, they get. I see one of my cousins and mama got the little jar. My cousin got the little papers and oh, we got put Corey in his room. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, even though that was like one of my greatest moments because I was getting high and I was playing my video games.
What age were you? Wait a minute.
Well, around this time, because mind you, I matured early at age because I witnessed and I experienced things from a young age. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, my parents was not the greatest,
Right.
not the greatest things, because guess what? How can it not be the greatest things if I didn't learn life? If I didn't learn the ultimate key of life.
Yeah.
How to be, you feel me? How to be a man, like how to be me.
Right.
You dig? So.
And even if they didn't teach you that directly, you was able to see and like do the opposite of that. That's pretty much how. Because I remember, like, you know, when you're growing up, people ask you like, "Who's your hero?"
Right.
My response always was, "I don't have a hero." And so people always thought that was weird, but I thought it was weird that you asked me, coming from where I come from, why you ask me who my hero is? Like, is there a natural person around here doing something for me? So I'd be like, I don't have a hero. But then when I got a little bit older, I was like, maybe my mother is my hero. Not because she showed me what the way, but because she showed me what not to do.
Right. Like,
and if I didn't have her as a representation, I don't know.
Exactly.
So it took me a little while to look at it that way though, but yeah, that's kind of how I look at it now. But it wasn't because she showed me directly what to do. It was because I'm watching her and I'm like, this is not right, but you my hero because I ain't gonna do that. So like just watching it and seeing it like, oh, okay, yeah, you know.
it mentally prepares you for like to not make the same mistake. So
Exactly, because when everybody going left, taking a left path, and
Right.
you saying it's a path right there, that's
Right.
clear.
And no, I ain't second.
I be like, let's try it out. So why is this path unencumbered? So okay, I'm gonna take the right path.
Right.
Cause I seen everybody who come before me go this way, and these are the same results when they go that way. Ain't nobody thought to take this. Everybody can see it. I'm gonna take that path.
Exactly.
And then I take the path. It works for me. I stay on the path. It's great. And then people, either the same people who took the left path or new people coming in under me, new generations, now they can see somebody took the right path. Somebody took a different alternative.
right.
And that is what the business is all about. It's just an alternative. Like, it's just showing you, look, it's another way. It's a million ways to get it done.
Right.
And another thing I want to add, you know what, it's one of the things I've seen, one of the biggest problems with most people is like some people lack integrity and accountability.
Okay.
And accountability one.
They're the words of the week right there.
Accountability
And accountability. Yes.
accountability is such a big deal because it's like you so quick to blame somebody else for
Right.
your downfall or your like mistake. And I'm like, nobody is perfect. We all gonna make a mistake. We all gonna make a wrong decision that we not proud of or whatever. But if you can't look yourself in the mirror, I'm talking to all of you out there watching wherever you at, like if you can't look yourself in the mirror and take accountability for any action that you made, whether it was bad, good, whatever, then you living in the doghouse until God judge you at the end. Cause
That's crazy because that's what I always say. I'm like, you cannot call yourself a real nigga, a real bitch, none of that. Can I cuss?
oh yeah, you would.
Okay. You can't call yourself real, just in general, if you don't take accountability. That's not real. You're confused. Like, you're delusional. That's how I feel. Like, you gotta be delusional. And like, I don't know, I pride myself on taking accountability. Like, even when I find myself in situations that I feel like I've been betrayed or I got the short end of the stick, I still am going to look at myself like, well, how did you even end up here? Because you knew better. Because I do be knowing better. And sometimes I might not, but like, you know, you got to take accountability. So I'm glad you said that word. Because one of the podcasts that I had did was on accountability, but it was about holding your parents accountable though. Because a lot of times we don't want to hold our parents accountable because we feel like it's going to take something away from them or like we pointing the finger, but it's not about them. At that, once you become grown, and then, especially if you have your own children,
right.
It's about us.
Right.
It's about you. So I'm like, no, you gotta hold your parents accountable because they gotta know. Like, well, and you have to know because how can you know how to teach in a different way? How can you grow? How can you give it to somebody else differently if you can't even hold your parents accountable and you're not even able to say, look, this is where you know. You may have failed me, but I love you though. It's not taking anything away from them. It's really not. But it's just you being honest and transparent about what you may have experienced in your life.
Especially if it's a past trauma that you just like, I ain't gonna say stuck on, but it's like, y'all need to have that sit down or that conversation so y'all can both move on. Cause some parents be so stuck in their ways they don't be wanting to talk. They be feeling like I didn't do you wrong. Like you might think I did you wrong, but I really didn't.
Like, it wasn't that bad.
Like I raised you better. Whole time you put me through something that traumatically changed me to where I feel like maybe I can't come to you like I want to. Maybe I can't, you know. So I gotta talk to somebody else. I gotta talk to this therapist or this counselor or like somebody that's fair.
Because a lot of people are traumatized by their parents, but they still around them every day and they're faking it though, as if nothing, like everything is okay. And that's what I just think that's not fair. You you might as well hold them accountable and get it off your chest, and then from that forward you could be around them every day. But don't be around them every day and you're faking it and you're not holding them accountable because it's you are never going to be 100%. Like if that's the case.
And that's what caused a lot of dysfunctional families.
Exactly, because we're going on making other families outside of healing our trauma from childhood, and then like we don't even know what to do in this family, like this situation. We don't know how to act in certain scenarios. We don't know how to control our emotions, our anger. Like we don't know how to communicate. Like
you got repressed things. Like you got family members out here like really beefing with each other. Like you ops with your own cousin or mom or like
For real.
instead of just sitting down having this conversation. Like, look, you did me wrong. I feel this way. Can we move on now, or just not say nothing to each other? Instead, y'all going out of y'all way to try to unalive each other and like backdoor and like it's sad. It's very sad.
You killing off your own bloodline. Like, ain't nobody got to do it for you. Like, this is crazy. But this is what's happening.
And it's the same way in most big agenda. And it's the same way in most relationships too. It's like, so I saw something on YouTube like last week where this guy, 26 years old, had a daughter. He met somebody on Instagram. He really thought he was going to try to get to know her or whatever. So story was he started hitting her up on Snapchat, whatever. So they set it up like he was going to go on a date, whatever. But she had her boyfriend basically
right there
set him up. Yeah. And the whole basically backdoor killed him in the car while she was in the car. And she basically tried to make it like with the police, well, I ain't have no weapon, so I ain't do it. Like, just really not take no accountability for how you set him up. And now his daughter growing up 3 years old without a father because you listened to your boyfriend at the, yep. So they end up locking her up for it, like on the it's a very sad story, like.
Well, that's what.
And that's something that happens
all the time. Is a pinkle bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There's no ifs, ands, but about. Like, once again, I'm not sorry it sounds cold, but hey, justice is just. You do that. You do the work. Expect fuck consequences. You feel me? When you want some fuck shit, expect fuck shit to come back to you very rapidly. Times are changing. You feel me? What they messed around and fucked up and ain't found out now is speeding up time. You know what I'm saying? So now when time is speeding up, karma happens very rapidly. Not it used to be so, but no, you fuck shit, it's coming right the hell back.
That's why.
And it's coming back harder. Not 20 times, 1,000,000 times. Because you're getting paid for all the times you're going to come back. Because living life right now is nothing but a trap. It's a jail cell. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, especially if you fuck over toes on you bound to be.
That's why Diddy is going through what he's going through right now. All that.
You really want to go there?
Oh yeah, we going there.
Oh, shit.
You really want to go there? You want to go there? Slide?
It's a slippery slide.
We already.
It's no longer in the rabbit hole. It's a slippery slide.
We already in the slippery slope. You know.
I don't know. We need some skis for that.
See, folks. Look, folks. I already know some of y'all gonna start calling me Uncle Ruckus.
Not Uncle Ruckus though.
If y'all want to go there, that's what. It's about time some of y'all dirty niggas get held on some shit. Along with these white folks, so y'all all going down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all gotta go.
Yeah, I mean,
a trifling ass bastard.
I just think like the world is cleaning itself. It's ridding itself like
yes
of the BS on all levels though. All levels.
And ever since Cat Williams did that interview,
he told it all.
People just getting exposed left and right. Like
that was the beginning of it. But
and that's why I tried to warn y'all.
But it's like it's the energy, and that's why I'm into numerology heavy. So you gotta like think about the year that we in. Like I think we're in a 9 year, so it's like we wrapping up cycles. Like ain't nobody getting away with shit. You gotta we done for like next year. Okay, it's gonna be some new shit. We going into a new but you can
back up, me ready.
But it's gonna be new good shit. But it's gonna be different shit.
For those who ain't ready, it's gonna get scary like Freddy.
Yeah, it been scary. Like
no, I'm talking for
Oh,
wrap
okay.
up. Like it's gonna get scary for those who ain't.
okay.
'Cause
Yeah,
It
but
got
it's a wrap up. It's cleaning itself. It's wrapping up. This is like we can't go into another year
Right.
on with no remnants of the
I'm not
bullshit.
going. And
Like,
I'm not going to
it's
tell
over.
you.
That's why Ye started just exposing himself at this point.
Hey,
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
Like, he
I've said things
It's
for
done.
the
It's done for.
he
The
basically
children's-
blackballed, so he ain't got.
Y'all chosen no.
You can't tell
Y'all
me.
chosen
I'm
no.
gonna tell my own shit.
Yeah.
Basically, like he's in charge of his narrative,
Yeah.
and if
The
more people not gonna think like that, then you might be fucked over. You gotta get in. You have to get in front of your own narrative.
Right.
Like me being right here on this podcast is me being in front of my own narrative, my own life.
Right.
Can nobody tell it or spit it the way I can do it? Like nobody can make it make sense like me. So, yeah.
And just think the fact that like Diddy taking the fall for everything that he did, which is rightfully understandable. But like, look how many people he hung with that ain't saying a word. Nobody.
No, they not.
Mention now. They telling now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Them tapes.
They telling now.
Yeah, he already got the tapes out.
Oh, no, he's snitching. Everybody else is telling.
That's how everybody been quiet because they trying to see if they gonna be mentioned. They trying to see am I gonna be able
Once
to
this came out, and everybody,
and they know they on them tapes, and they know they on them tapes because they was like, he had so many cameras in his house that it's like you could have did something anywhere.
It's no.
You'd have been
no
in
way
the bathroom. You'd been in the bathroom and you caught. Like it's.
That's probably why they've been quiet. They try and locate the tapes. They try and see what, who know what.
And
Low profile.
Mr. Fox, thank you, dog.
You see what happened to Jamie
But,
when he
but that show he did was a little weird to me. It was off. Like the comedy show when he came back after he had.
I wasn't.
But I feel like that's because
it wasn't Jamie.
Yeah, because it changed that whole situation afterwards.
He
Changed
weird.
dramatic.
But then he joked about the P Diddy thing, but I felt like you joking about it, but you ain't even had to mention it though.
But sometimes he looked different.
Shook at the
Right? Yeah.
Sometimes he looked different too.
He do look different.
You know what I'm saying.
I didn't find it funny.
But that goes to the whole. When you go out here and you want to donate your blood or plasma, I mean that's what they're doing. Like they're taking your
DNA.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I figured that out once I had I was a donor at first, and I took that shit back off of my license. Honestly, not that it would necessarily matter, because if they want your shit, they gonna find a way to get it. But I'm not gonna volunteer though. I'm not gonna be on the list for you to know. Okay.
When I got my ID a few weeks, they asked me that. Nah, I'm
no, thank you.
Yeah.
Donor for what?
You ain't gonna Kendra drinks and
take my shit for my kids or my family if they ever need it. I ain't about to give it away like to random for what.
You ain't gonna Kanika Jenkins me, bro. Like that's not happening.
That story's still weird to me. I never really figured out like what truly happened.
So
her and Kendrick Johnson. So basically, they stories happen at like different year time. His was like 2013. Hers 2017.
He told the
But they
the
story.
one that was from here.
Kanika, Chicago. When they found her Crown Plaza. Their story is so similar because it was like, so before they did Crown Plaza in Rosemont, they got in trouble with the feds by the FBI in Detroit doing the slaughterhouse shit in a warehouse. So they moved to Rosemont because it's right next to the airport, the Crown Plaza. So it's easy to fly in, buy an organ,
and fly out.
And they already got downstairs in like the kitchen area where all the body parts and stuff is all hidden. So they can sell you whatever. Like
where was this? In Oregon?
Right in Rosemont, the Crown Plaza. Right in Chicago, right in Chicago.
Chicago.
Right in Illinois. Yep. It's like 30 minutes away from the city.
They had that hotel party.
Yep. Like 2017. Okay. Yeah, and like Kanika was the only one found basically.
Wait.
What happened was her so-called friends that was involved in the hotel set her up to they basically pawned her off so they could get money. And so
how the fuck did they know about that?
Because one of the people who didn't do it, but it was her party, she used to work at the hotel before. So she got the room already. And they said that night she was supposed to go see it with her other friends. but that never happened. They kept blowing her phone up like, yeah, you should come to this party, come to this. So it's like they all go, they on the elevator, which is like the last time you really see them get up, because she got her belongings. They take her belongings when they get to the room. There's another video they show where Kanika is in the bathroom and she just super irritated, like she don't even want to be there anymore. Like something happened after that elevator where she just was over it. So basically, like once that happened, the next video you see is they on the Facebook Live, and you basically hear her in the background, but you don't see her the whole time. So her friend Irene, you see her in a lens because she in a bed near her. She so she's getting the R word, you know, in the midst of it because you can hear it. Because you can hear it. Because you can hear them in the background. She's making noise, and it's like they about to play Chief Keef. So so when they playing Chief Keef, check it out. You would hear her say, "Help me." People's like, "Oh, that's probably part of the song." You play the song, you never hear that being said. She's literally saying it because she's on the bed near Irene. So the whole time this is going on, and they not even stopping it for real, and they get mad at her, like telling her like, "Oh, you need to have fun." And she's like, "I am having fun. I am enjoying it." She's super irritated because they just violating her so heavy. Spiked her drink. Basically took advantage of her to where she had to fight the entire night. Like the security guard, from anybody that was involved in it, helping, trying to lure her down to this kitchen. And basically what they tried to do was edit over it when they gave her mother and them the tape to make it look like she walked down there herself, but they guided her in there. And she was already unconscious.
That part of the video did look kind of funny because it was like you can tell by a second, like it's like 1 second where you can tell that,
and the timestamps is off completely, like very messed
up.
That
1 second, the time is a different number.
Right.
And they said when they found her body in the freezer, which the freezer was never on. They took ice from out the ice maker, threw it around her body to make it look like she froze herself. Her hair was messed up. Like when the hotel finally showed the pictures after the police was in on it too. They tried to close the case so you couldn't really do much about it. So when they did was the hotel ended up posting the pictures of her body lifeless in that freezer. So and it's literally like you see her shirt pulled up, pants slit, hair with semen in her hair, it roughed up, fingernail broken, tooth busted, lip busted. Literally, she was fighting for her life that whole night. And it's super sad.
So how did it become a organ? I think
because when they had her in the kitchen, like they had her on the little stretcher, that because they put her body in a bag too. Another
so
thing,
save it and go back later to do whatever they wanted to do.
Right, because they already carried her in there around the kitchen, trying to avoid the camera, and so one of the people took the camera from over top where the freezer was. You can't see how they put her in there. Then, Slitter took like a part of her organ out that work her major organs. It's like the one organ that work all your major organs. Took that out, left her there. So when the mother and them seen her, they wouldn't let them see the body from the waist down. They only could see from her head up. And they try to make it look like, her hair was wet to make it look like she was frozen. Whole time it's like she got attacked in the bathroom area where they put her head in the sink and did some whatever the type of stuff they did, but completely try to cover it up. So whole time people was coming for the friends on the internet like, you got Kanika killed, you did this, you did that. And again,
they still haven't talked or anything.
Nope, they denied everything. And basically, like, that's the thing where it's like, again, that word accountability. They took no accountability for what happened to her. And on top of that, that's your friend. If your story is, we walked out the room with Kanika, we left her there because she was drunk. We went back, we can't find her, like she was gone.
Right.
made
She
zero.
never
It
left her.
made,
Why
it
would you
made
leave her there?
it made zero sense. And then y'all took the car keys because she drove her mother car. Took the car
Right, she
keys.
drove there.
Took nobody else was driving. She drove them all there. Took the car keys.
Oh, heck.
Took her phone. Left her, and then basically put the lip gloss that she had. Like it was too much evidence. They
Stage.
left her.
It was
Like
staged.
yep, set her up, backdoor her, all that.
Right. She got back door.
And it's just sad.
Ladies.
And
Getting
Kendrick,
backdoor is not only for guys. You can get very easily backdoor. Matter of fact,
and the reason
scientific. I mean, I don't know if I can't say scientifically proven fact, but ladies, y'all are the most easiest of getting backdoor than guys. I'm not saying it to be,
No, because now you got women who
But you
learn
got-
you and working
right.
against you.
But-
So
But y'all gotta understand this, that as a woman, y'all are very vulnerable to every aspect of wild nature. And the creepiest thing is you have guys out here who really don't give any care of your well-being.
Mhm.
Like, if you come with something and you know that you come with something, you're a victim. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's, they ain't even got backdoor you. I don't care if it's mentally, physically, you feel me? You're just a victim.
slipping stuff in your drink
that's true.
and just all types of
You
stuff.
ain't
Just
gotta
to-
be that. It's just the mentally verbal abuse. You feel me? You're just a victim.
Yep.
yeah,
Like,
They will. Yeah.
they feel like they got more power over you at that
Mhm.
point. Like, and they know you can't defend yourself. It's like
right.
they know they got you right where you want you because now that intimidation factor then kicked in where you gonna do what I say or else. Like
Well, they
Right.
want you to not be able to defend yourself.
Exactly.
So that's when the mind games start to play. That's why discernment is key. You gotta sharpen your discernment.
Right.
You gotta sharpen your intuition, because most times you gonna be correct about what you feeling or what you thinking, what you saw, what you heard that they try, or you
Right.
over psyching yourself out or somebody trying to psych you out. No.
No.
The more you sharpen your intuition, your discernment, you're not even gonna walk into certain spaces or like be around certain people. Like you just already gonna know.
Right. I can tell you right now. A prime example. I'm saying my 37th birthday. You know, the term birthday party or baking a cake.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I paid for my own, pretty much, I was paying for my own demise. I bought a hotel room. The hotel room I bought had a freaking jacuzzi in it. You know what I'm saying? And next, these random people, you feel me, that was there, decided they want to cut the lights off.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Prior to them cutting lights off, not knowing,
Right.
let's keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? I can see folks moving around.
Trying
What
to
you
set,
mean moving around?
trying to set them up.
Get
Like,
just
just
setting
like
up
moving
plans,
around,
setting
trying
up
to
plans.
set up, it was just too much movement. So I had to eradicate myself. You feel me? I had to get myself out of there.
It was your birthday party.
My birthday party.
So who invited these folks?
I did. And
Wow.
and they invited their folks. So it was
They're
like,
instantly trying to pull
Right.
the back door, and he caught on to it after that. Like,
So the folks you invited, they ain't your folks.
exactly.
Okay.
it be your own people's like.
So,
Be your own
so guess what?
folks.
Because here, launched, and the moral of the story is, they're dead.
Oh, okay. That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Karma, again, that karma.
Karma is a fickle.
You thought you was gonna get,
Fickle
you thought you was gonna get me, but you got. Like, I'm still here. You not breathe. Like,
Wow.
you know.
Not breathing. You're done. You cooked yourself.
Wow.
like Chef Rocker.
And you cooked yourself, son.
You're done, son.
You're done, son.
Sub-Zero got cooked earlier. You know?
Right. You got turned to sushi.
And the sad part is like why I say Kanika's story, why it resonates so well is like because Kendrick Johnson, his story was similar.
Mm-hmm.
He was a young black student, senior, that lived in Georgia. Basically, what happened was it was these two white kids he knew, so they in gym class, whatever. The whole thing was the whole thing was about the whole thing was about like they girlfriend was feeling him, whatever. So they was in their feelings, got mad.
Yeah.
The two brothers,
she wants some black content.
the two brothers basically felt some type of way, so he got hit over the head with the weight belt. They wrapped his body up in that gym mat. But the gym cameras, you don't see him from the time he walk in. So like after that, because the timestamp, they basically hit it, like they cut it out. So all you see is him walk in the gym and disappear. Like you don't see how he got wrapped in nothing. So their father covered the story because he used to work for the FBI, and basically the school was in on it. They changed the timestamps. They made it look like, he got himself in there by accident. Whole time his story, him and Kanika and their story, they both missing a shoe. Her shoe, like one of her shoes in the freezer with her, while the other one on her, she fucked up. His shoe was away from him, like he reached in for his shoe, but he's wrapped up in this mat. So, and what they did was they took all his organs out, like everything, and filled his body with newspaper. So when he got, so when they did the MRI and stuff on him, that's all you saw. You saw no organs in his body, like, and so his parents, his parents tried to sue the school because they was in on it. They basically tried to make the parents pay for everything, like make it their fault. And for years, and the father was getting death threats, basically trying to get him to let the case go. And he was like, I'm not stopping until I get justice for my son.
His fucking organs were gone. He was filled with newspapers.
17 years old, so that's the stop.
Ain't no stopping. It's no justice.
17 and
ain't no justice. Ain't no peace. None of it.
Yeah.
Like, no. No.
See, these type of situations, as I've been working on, you already know, Mario, I've been working on this campaign to where though we can all just get out of the idea of just a black thing, because it is really not just a black thing. Right. Yeah, we're suffering a lot more because guess what? If we would have known what we know now, we wouldn't be in the trap bag that we are in now. And I'm going to be the one who actually says we are in a trap bag now, because there's no way in hell us, right?
Right.
We have this brilliant mindset, and we're thinking way beyond. You feel me? And no one can actually grasp that key and follow suit, because guess what? Now that we got these YNs, these young black fellas, these young black innocents, you feel me, falling into the trap, being brainwashed, because now they think it's cool to go out here and drill, go out here and just kill.
I think it's cool to do all around.
In the music,
piggybacking off what you said, you feel me? They just think that it's cool to go left.
Yeah.
Whereas though you got this small little bunch like this right here, this small little rectangle of a plancha of people who thinks alike, who feels. But we got this bottle of water right here, filled of nonsense, chaos.
So that over there,
destruction.
It's like we're the outcasts.
Exactly, we're the freaks.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? But these are what we call real. Right.
That's what everybody wants to go. That's right. Supposed to be like the normal.
And then you see how this hand is high, and this right here, because it's light. This is heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No. To the day we figured it out, the day that everybody, because after this boy right here is everybody that's living in fear.
Here's the thing that keep everybody stuck in the cycle.
The moment we can start drinking this water down to where so I can just do this, when people stop fearing, and it takes a lot. This water bottle is still full.
I feel like
And
fear
that-
can go into a lot of different things. You can
Once
fear to be
we can-
yourself. You can fear to be authentic. You
Once
can
we
fear
can do
change.
this,
You know.
And,
once we can just
and that's
stop that heart, we'll see a lot.
and the sad part is like compared to back then to now, it's no more leaders left to pave the way no more.
It's not.
It's no more Tupacs, no more Black Panthers, the Malcolm X,
It can't
somebody
They
with a voice that literally is gonna be like, this ain't right, we gotta change this, etc.
That's because
Like even in the churches now, it's like you can't believe what you mean. Like, yeah, you might give me the word, but it's like, are you genuinely living to what you're saying?
Right.
It can't be an
Are you
open
living-
relationship.
Are you living to what you preaching? Because you could be preaching me something else whole
Most are
time,
not.
and it's like,
Exactly.
Most are not living what they preaching.
Matter of fact, I got a challenge for y'all preachers out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all preaching the good word. Y'all also being the word of God. Let me catch y'all with a Lexus. Let me catch y'all with a Benz. Let me catch y'all with something that y'all know I ain't supposed to be using it for.
rolling on.
And that's all I'm gonna say. Just let me catch up. All right. All right.
That's it.
That is it.
No,
Let
you
me
was, I
catch-
wanted to piggyback off of what you was saying. We was just talking about. I forgot it.
Oh, the leaders thing,
Yeah.
because it's like,
That's what it was. I'm sorry. So yeah, like all the leaders, like, or if you, like, for instance, social media, right? I'm pretty much what shadow banned
right,
from social media. So like certain content, they not even allowing to get out. But the BS, that's the first thing we're gonna see when we open our phone. So like I realized that a couple years ago, like, okay, everything that I post about some real shit, if I'm exposing government, if I'm exposing whatever, it's not getting in front of the people.
right,
But let me post something that don't mean nothing, just something weird or whatever
Right.
like that, or anybody else that have these channels or whatever like that, or platforms.
right.
If it's negative, we're gonna see it. If it's positive, most likely we're not gonna see it. I don't know how we've been getting around. So lately, maybe it's TikTok, because lately I've been seeing a lot of more woke, and I really don't like to say woke because more consciously,
like the theory,
yes,
type
more
bit.
consciously aware videos. But I don't know how. But maybe because it's theory and it's like people just giving their opinion off of it. I don't know. I mean, I give my opinion too. Like I have my YouTube channel. I talk about chosen ones content, and just different things that we deal with in life, right?
Right.
But like I said, my channel and my pages, my platforms, a lot of that stuff has been shadow banned. So I kind of like, I'm just done with the social media stuff. But I know I still have like business, so I still want to be able to connect to my people. So
Right.
I still am on social media, but I want to find like I don't know, if we could make our own platform or something else where people can come directly to us. There's no middleman that's going to be weeding out the content to for the algorithm and all that.
Right.
I think we need to get to that point where like it's raw, like raw content.
And you know what's crazy is like just a few days ago I was watching a video where it was like the girl was talking about basically how certain rappers that was in the industry, like a Prodigy or like a DMX, how they was exposed in the industry for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it's like a lot of them videos that was up back like a few years ago, whatever, we couldn't find the videos because they took the videos down because it was basically exposing too much about the industry, like literally the sacrifice. Like Prodigy did a whole album where he was talking about how they was getting people to sell their soul, young boys to sell their soul, and like all the different rituals and stuff, like whatever. Which is why I feel like, which is why I feel like they took him out the same way they took DMX out, because DMX was.
Diddy did all that.
X was exposing way too much.
Diddy killed all them people.
From the producers.
Diddy got rid of all our legends.
From the producers to the labels got DMX 20. Last time you saw him was 2020 with that versus battle with Snoop. After that, he died shortly after that, and that was on whose platform? Diddy was running that Revolt platform.
Yeah.
So that's where people miss that, but it's like it's in everything was in our face the whole time.
People miss a lot, and then they'll sit there and tell you that you what is it? You crazy, or like it's a conspiracy, or you
But a lot of conspiracies are facts.
Even with Pac, like I been knew he set him up, like, but it was just like, oh no, he ain't had nothing to do. Pac just got killed because of the beef. No, Diddy was in the beef. He was hyping the beef the whole time it was going on.
Right.
He was dissing him on record.
Right.
And then he basically kept egging Biggie on because he mentioned your name, like you gotta respond now. Biggie would respond with like, punchlines, jabs, like subliminally. He would never mention Pac name on a record, and that's why Pac was like, they fear me in the physical form, so they gotta talk about me when I'm gone.
Let's not start there with Biggie.
That right there.
Biggie was a telltale sign of them all. Because Biggie, he sold his soul. He was with the shits. If you actually sit here and listen to his lyrics, oh God.
Yeah.
My childhood is literally the journey. Fuck.
And what's sad about it?
I will butt fuck.
What's sad about it? I feel like he had Pac sacrifice. Whereas like him and Pac started off as friends.
Even my
like,
producer over here, he's
Pac
ashamed right now because he's shaking his head like, yes, he is so fucking right.
Pac basically showed Biggie the ropes. Like he took him under his wing before he even met Diddy and everything else. Like. He was supposed to be part of the Outlaws, like when the situation happened where they was at a hotel one time, Pac had to take this gun charge, whatever, because it was Biggie gun. So he took the charge for that, got locked up. So after that, he got out of jail again. Him and Biggie's supposed to still be cool, but Pac was still he ain't snitch or nothing. So then the whole alleged sexual assault incident, right, happened to where the girl lied. He took the charge for that, didn't snitch, didn't say nothing because, like, they all was there. Like, Biggie and them put the girl in the room with him. So when that happened, Pac had to do a year in Rutgers. Next thing you know, Biggie album dropped, like, Ready to Die. He did not mention Pac not one time on his album, where it's like a shout out to the Outlaws, nothing. Took his style, ran with it, and that's why Pac was like, he switched up his album. Because you literally took my entire style and ran with it.
While he was incarcerated.
Yep.
For him, and
whole time he in there hearing whispers like, oh, Biggie and them, like, set you up, they got you shot, like that. So that's what made him go on right, like, because he hurt who shot you.
But the whole time he wasn't even.
And they say who shot you was supposed to really be for LL, but the way Diddy promoted it to make it look like, oh, I want the beef to be food. Make them think I'm talking about Pac. That's what made Pac hit him up, because he knew Diddy. The situation, because it was like Kim Porter was writing her book. And people keep saying, "Oh, that's not her story. That she didn't write that. Like, that's not her chapters." I'm like, everything detailed that it was said, word for word, it makes perfect sense.
That's right.
Because Pac met Diddy in L.A. one time. It was at a restaurant. So he was like, Kim was with him. So Diddy is basically trying to out macho Pac. Like, yeah, I'll stick my, like, yeah, let's see who bigger. Like, da 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 da. Like, you want me to stick my
Ooh,
out in
great.
public in front of people? So, because he wasn't with that.
Right. That was the
That's
first
very
way
good.
he tried to get him. The first time
When
he
he
tried
when he
to.
when he wasn't with that, that's what made him like completely hate pop. Like, it's just, so that's how the drama
All
started.
right, folks. It seems like these conversations really get juicy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we're gonna have to do a part 2 on this because I mean we channeling, we tapping in on something deep here.
Definitely
So-
part 2.
So it's going definitely as you hear the go. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely gonna be a part 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm very grateful, very very blessed to be in this pivotal moment with y'all, and y'all being here with us.
Absolutely.
I mean, because those who been here from day one when Culthouse started,
Day
I
one.
mean, y'all the day ones. You know what I'm saying? Y'all watching this journey. I'm glad y'all are here on this journey with us, especially with me because, you know, I was on the road. And with these great people that I'm with right now, especially Mr. MDNice,
Yeet.
my guy, my little brother Mario.
Yeet.
You know what I mean? I can't be no way but who I am now. Especially my big brother, Mr. Producer, Sergio. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out. Always gotta give the shout outs even when I have doubts. Because he can be a very dark person, a very dark soul, even though he is a dark person. But
Like, he knows. You know me pretty well. I like that.
I mean, it's always,
Yeah.
you know, I gotta say thank you. It's an honor to have you here, Miss Charmaine.
Yes.
I
Thank
mean,
you for having me.
I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? But, you know,
Yes.
keep your head up. Guard it.
Accountability. Sorry. Accountability.
Yes, that's the word. That's
Yes.
remember the word of the
Right.
day.
Word of the week.
Word of
Yeah.
the week.
Word of the year.
Yeah.
Word of the year.
Word for the rest of the goddamn year.
Yep. Take
accountability, okay?
Take accountability and take care of your damn kids. How about that?
I like
Take
that.
care of your kids, male and female.
And-
Take care of your
And
kids.
for all y'all with the dry scalps, for real, if y'all need y'all hair done, we got the hookup for y'all.
We got you.
Melanin.
I got the
Melanin.
hair oil,
Right.
all that. If you got dry skin, it's about to be summertime, so y'all definitely gonna have to
Right.
get in with the skin care regimen and all of that. You know, just come on.
Get them when you fit
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
So
Don't be out here all extra Larry in it.
Especially y'all brothers with the dry beard, you know, y'all might need some little oil shine that up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Especially those who got gray. You feel me?
Grace,
Hey,
well, we
hey,
got
my grade this
I can die for you, but
this is them right here.
there you go.
There you go.
That's what I
My God.
tell folks.
My God. You know what
Wisdom.
I'm saying?
My
But
black is beautiful. You feel me?
Hello. Love it.
let's see.
But yes, thank y'all for having me. I really, really enjoyed myself. And I can't wait to come back.
All right.
We are glad that you could be a part of this. This was very, very fun. Like, and I'm glad that you mentioned that you saw the last interview,
Yes.
which was dope for real.
Yeah, I had to make sure I checked it.
This is like
Because this was super inspiration
Right.
for real to like do
Oh.
really good. Because I did get some critiques after that last one for like nothing too bad, but it was stuff since it was my first interview that was like could be different. So I took what I took from that and basically applied it now. So I know this is way better for sure. This is
I think
like
you did a pretty good job. Yes.
So let's see. Let's see. Words of wisdom for the moment. Take in and take heed.
and take care of y'all YNs.
Just take care of the YN. The YBs too.
Uh-huh.
YB, y'all gotta take. So that's my nonprofit program is going to be for women and girls, like teens. So it's surrounded around females. I can get with the YBs, but y'all gotta take care of them first, because I ain't gonna do all the work. So I can get with them. I'm gonna be mentoring in the area of beauty for women. So if you're into makeup, hair, skincare, nails, even if you're into nursing, because I mean, yeah, I'm willing to get with the YBs, the young women. I'm gonna call them young women. I'm gonna call them young women.
Yeah.
You know, I will be getting with them really soon. But I'm also gonna be getting with the young men as well because I'm gonna be helping them start their brands and anything, whatever they want to do, like creatively wise. I'm gonna be helping start that stuff with them. So I got something coming up for a young man, as a matter of fact. So you guys are gonna see me in the works, and y'all be able to see how y'all like it and come get my mentorship. So yeah.
And one more thing I'm gonna add in that, since you said like, and make sure when y'all do them little in the next couple months when y'all start doing them back to school giveaway whatever, stop giving these kids these phony binders and y'all be giving them like. Really put in some effort to make sure they got the right shit, cause y'all be trying to like play with it.
That might be something we want to get a part of. Right. But we can lead by example. So we might have to put something together.
School drive.
Oh, we gonna have to do it. We gotta do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the culture.
For the culture. We gotta do it. We gotta lead by example. So we gotta show them how it's done. This is what they need. So yeah, we can do that. So what is it? May? School comes back up in August.
That is the motivation. Lead by example.
There you go. Lead by example. I like that. Okay. Yeah. I like it. I love
example, integrity, and accountability.
Right.
Yes.
So, to close it out, I love y'all. Always here for y'all. Y'all need to talk.
Big facts.
Y'all know how to hit me up. Colie, Baltimore. King, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube, messaging me. I'm always free. You know what I mean? Love y'all to death. With that note, thank y'all for tuning in.
If you don't let her get her socials in.
Okay, so you guys can find me on Instagram at allure. Follow me on Instagram at _allure.galore_. And you also can follow me on at Melanin Muse. So _Melanin_Muse. And Muse Network is the YouTube channel. So that's where I'm at. I'll see y'all soon.
Yeah, check that. You bitch.
And that's for me, because y'all know that the Cold Assassin has to get his plugs in for, right? So y'all can find me on Twitch, MDNice _the_gamer. It's the with an A, not an E. Y'all can find me on TikTok with it, same thing, and also MDNice _the King 22. And also, not to mention, last and not least, y'all can find us on the Source U Gaming.
Right.
In the game room with my bro Serge.
And you better check that too.
We do streaming, by the way. So expect some juicy stuff from us too very soon. And also, and I just want to say this, man, be true to yourself, be true to each other, and protect each other. Wise words from my man's, yeah, you already know.
But
Jerry Springer, yeah.
I cannot leave this out. Folks, stay tuned, because there could be some changes. Me and Source, we report the source. You know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be new content coming up. So those who are diehard wrestling fans, be ready. All right.
All right. Stay authentic. That's what I got to say. I'm ended off with that.
MD with the mess, I know.
Hey, okay.
Take us home. Need to do the thing.
Do your drugs. Do your milk. Drink your drugs.
I guess I got to do it again, right? So, let me do this right. You know what I'm saying? It's closing out, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this has been a conclusion of